The time is 1962. President JFK is hard at work in Washington, D.C. His secretary walks in to tell him some very important news. Mr. President, our American U-2 spy plane has photographed nuclear missile sites by the Soviet Union on the island of Cuba. What are you going to do, Mr. President? Oh no, that is no good. Put Fidel Castro on the line. I need to talk to him immediately. As president, it is my duty to stand up for our nation. Hello, Mr. Castro. It is John F. Kennedy here. I am expressing concerns about the threat of a nuclear war that I'm hearing about. Somewhere in the middle of Cuba, there are some suspicious nuclear weapon sites. Mr. Fidel Castro is peacefully at his home in Cuba when he gets a call from the United States of America, and it is John F. Kennedy. Why, yes, Mr. John F. Kennedy, that is correct. We are building a nuclear missile site in our Cuban nation. We are in support of communism. And we want to confront you for not supporting the communist government. We are in support with the Soviet Union, and we will not stop until something is done about this. Well, that was an interesting call. Little does he know that we intend to set off these missiles in due time. Somewhere in a suburb of New York City, the Porter family is living in their quaint and peaceful neighborhood. Mr. Porter stays up all night worrying that this will be their reality. Mr. Porter's sons, Scott and Sparky, are at the park with their best friends, Ronnie and Freakin' Nature. It is a beautiful day. They all do not have a care in the world. They always are talking about baseball. These boys are soaking in the summertime fun. Ronnie is a daredevil. Scott and Ronnie have been best friends for forever. Scott is always a well-behaved kid until he comes into contact with Ronnie over here. As per usual, the boys gather around in a circle to listen to baseball on the radio. Scott's mom comes to break up the fun. She tells the boys, "Dinner is ready, time to come home." When Scott arrives at his house, he sees his dad building something in the basement. He is wondering what he is doing down there. "Dad, what is going on down there? What are you doing? What are you building?" Scott is thinking in his head that it looks very dark and scary down there, and he thinks his dad has absolutely lost his mind. "Son, don't worry. I am just working on a project to keep us safe in case Cuba decides to attack the U.S. And we will be ready." "Dad, what do you mean that Cuba's trying to attack the U.S.? To be continued in this novel.